Thank you so much. My name is Jordan Van Heeren, and I have the honor of directing this wonderful ensemble that's behind you. And I'm very proud to introduce to you for the very first time at Columbus State University, the Repertory Jazz Orchestra. Give these students a hand. That was a classic tune by one of Count Basie's most formidable saxophonists and also one of his most formidable arrangers, the great Frank Foster. This tune was written in 1957 and featured a number of soloists. But first, give a hand to Mr. Jordan Morrison on the piano. That's Alex Bortone on the trumpet. Mr. Isaac Taylor on the tenor saxophone. Last but certainly not least, Zach Gatewood on the bass trombone. This is the opening track of the record, Chairman of the Board. And this is one of those records that just has lived in Basie fame or perhaps infamy. But it's one of my favorite records, and so this is how we started our tribute to the great Count Basie. The next three tunes are from the Kansas City Suite, which is a suite that pays homage to Basie's hometown of Kansas City, Missouri. And he lived there during the 30s and kind of took over for the great Benny Moten, who had recently passed away. All of these movements are paying homage and kind of references to clubs in Kansas City that Basie used to frequent. So tonight we're going to play for you three movements, Vine Street Rumble, Meetin' Time, and Paseo Promenade, the Kansas City Suite. Is this? Oh, thanks. So while everybody's shuffling around music and such, and to give the brass like a face break, I will apologize profusely for forgetting one of the soloists from the first tune. Please give it up for Noah Herrera on the guitar. Well, you know what they say, nobody's perfect, right? All right, now back to our regularly scheduled Kansas City suite, Paseo Promenade. Paseo Promenade. That featured playing the role of Count William Basie, Jordan Morrison. On that selection, and you know, most of those selections, you also heard solos from Andrew Marshall on the tenor saxophone. That's Nick McRae on the trombone. Alex Bortone on the trumpet. You heard from Noah Herrera again on the guitar. Kind of. I think that's it, right? Yeah, okay. See, I had to check now because I'm super self-conscious about forgetting somebody. I don't want to forget somebody. But while we did that, Benny Carter was a saxophone player, and so I thought it might be cool to introduce the saxophones to you right now. So that's Andrew Marshall on lead tenor. Give it up for Josh Solis on the alto. Oh, you brought his fan club. All right. That's Grant Sheffield on the lead alto saxophone. Isaac Taylor on the second tenor. Give it up for Jacob Teague on the baritone. Now, I always say the backbone of the band is the bass player. So please put your hands together for Lizzie Williams back there on the bass. She's doing an amazing job keeping everybody in line up here. That's Mark Lockersmo on the drums. You already heard from Noah Herrera there on the guitar. And that's Jordan Morrison on the piano. We'll meet the rest of the band at a kind of a later date, but now we're going to shift gears to a tune that was written by another one of Basie's great writers. This is a featured tune on the album The Complete Atomic Mr. Basie. And here to conduct this one is, and I say this all the time, and he embarrasses the crap out of him, and I don't care, the best graduate assistant anybody could ever ask for. Please welcome to the bandstand, Mr. Ryan Johnson. Hello? Oh, yes. Okay, wonderful. How about another hand for Ryan Johnson? This next tune that we're about to play was written by one of Count Basie's longest surviving and also one of his most prolific writers, the great Sammy Nestico. Sammy Nestico started writing for the Count Basie Orchestra, and this is off one of his many albums that he composed for Basie. This is called, the album is called Have a Nice Day, and it was released in 1971. This tune is called The Spirit is Willing. It will feature a number of soloists, and much like the title is a nod to a lot of the roots of jazz music, the gospel roots of jazz music. So you hear in the beginning a little bit of a chorale, and then we have this gospel shuffle feel that is, in my opinion, very fun. And then we'll feature a lot of soloists, and then ends with a similar chorale. So an homage to the gospel tradition of jazz for Count Basie. This is Sammy Nestico's The Spirit is Willing. The Spirit is Willing. The Spirit is Willing that featured Jordan Morrison on the piano. Please put your hands together for Liam Barry on that trombone solo. Josh Solis on the alto saxophone. Jacob Teague on the baritone. Noah, did you play? Noah Herrera on the guitar. I almost forgot him again. Alex Bertone on the trumpet. Speaking of which, the trumpet section, they've been doing such a great job all night, playing all the high notes, all the things. That's Alex Bertone and Connor Williams, Addison Poore on the split lead, Noah Hicks, and Jaquan Smiley up there. Give it up for the trumpets. The unsung heroes of the band, the trombone section. And I always have to brag on the trombones because I have Brad Palmer's students, which means I have super trombones. So please give it up for the trombone section. That's Liam Barry, Nick McRae, Mike Hurst, Zach Gatewood. This is not a trombone. Give it up for Chris Larson on the tuba, joining us on the tuba. Now, new ensembles don't just pop out of nowhere, so I would like to thank for their support of tonight's program, Dr. Scott Harris, the director of the Schwob School of Music, of course, my amazing colleagues Tao Ge and Deborah Tommy, who make a lot of the logistical things possible, and my amazing applied faculty who just make these students such wonderful musicians, so that whether they're playing jazz or classical music or fill in the blank, they are just so incredible at it. The ones I work most closely with are Joseph Gerard, our saxophone professor, Brad Palmer, our trombone professor, Rob Murray, our trumpet professor, Ben Weatherford, our guitar professor, Esther Park, who teaches piano, and of course, the wonderful Ben Crowfoot, who teaches bass, and the amazing Paul Vaillancourt, who teaches drums. So give it up for our applied faculty. All right, we have one more song. We have one more song for you. This tune is off of the eponymous album, Basie Straight Ahead. This was actually the first record that Sammy Nestico arranged and composed for Count Basie, and it is indicative of many things in the classic Basie style, many orchestrational techniques. It was kind of a litmus test for Sammy Nestico, which really developed his signature sound as a writer, and kind of developed the Basie sound further even as an ensemble. So tonight we close with Basie Straight Ahead. the Repertory Jazz Orchestra.